Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the Vapid Dominator GTX, and I'm about to find out if it'll off-road. You can vote for the vehicles that you want to see featured in upcoming Will It Off-Road vehicles by clicking on the link in the description down below. The GTX had 50 votes. And we are off with a comment. Don't know what that comment is yet because I'm recording several voiceovers in one day, and well, I like to put more recent comments in, so gotta wait for there to be comments on new Will It Off-Road videos. But the GTX is, I don't know, it has the handling flag that causes the engine to basically cut out briefly, like for a millisecond. It's almost like a weird traction control. So anytime it goes over a little bump, you hear it. You hear the engine just, and it's not bounced off the rev limiter. It's just the engine cutting out over and over again. And because of that, I thought it would do pretty terrible at the mountain. Because this is nothing but bumps. What it wound up doing, though, is, as you can see, is preventing a lot of wheel spin. There, you can just hear it. Just constantly cutting power. Just little blips over and over again. But the whole time it's doing that, I'm not spinning the rear wheels. So every time that the car is putting power down, it's doing so without any wheel spin whatsoever, which is uncommon for a muscle car in the dirt. You know that to date, there's only been one muscle car that's been able to get up the mountain in under 3 minutes. And they all get hampered by the same thing. Wheel spin, because they have massive amount of low-end torque, which just causes them to spin the rear wheels. So with the GTX not suffering from that, we might get a decent time. By the way, there is a Hydra accompanying us as part of the support crew this week, and it gets a little close to time, so I apologize for the sound of the Hydra's engines constantly droning in the background. Yeah, we dealt with that in future videos. It's not an issue now. I didn't realize that the Hydra even made that noise when it was in hover mode, honestly. But yeah, we'll fix it. But if you look, we're pretty near the top, and we're just now approaching the 2.5 minute mark. So as much as everybody likes to hate on the Dominator GTX, it's doing pretty good. I mean, it really is. Kind of overshot my turn there, but we are up to the top of Mount Chiliad. 2 minutes, 42, almost 43 seconds. So will it off-road? Hi, Commander. Yeah, it will, surprisingly. So that now makes it one of two muscle cars to get to the top of Mount Chiliad in under 3 minutes, and makes it the #1 muscle car to climb the mountain and get this by 16 seconds. 16 seconds faster than the next muscle car. Who knew? And going back down the mountain is kind of the same story. It has good brakes. You don't have to do a whole lot with gas on this. Gravity kind of takes care of it. Every once in a while, you just kind of got to blip the throttle. But we have really decent brakes that don't lock up, so you can maintain the vehicle's control without a whole lot of issue. Every once in a while, it will bounce around a little bit, but I don't know. I don't. If I remember right, I never really get into trouble on this descent. It's just a pretty easy going thing. It even handles all the jumps really well with quite a bit of composure. So I guess what I'm saying is the Dominator GTX sucks as a muscle car, but is great as an off-road truck. I don't know. I don't even understand how that climb was possible. And the only thing I can think of is the fact that it just never spun its wheels. I mean, honestly, what else can it be? I really can't think of anything else that could have prevented it. But look how composed that thing is on jumps. It's just pretty graceful, actually. Commander getting a little close behind me there. I get a little close to the edge, and Yeah. Commander couldn't stop and knocked me right over. I managed to save it and then was betrayed by a hobo. Yeah, it was quite hilarious. As a matter of fact, the behind-the-scenes version of this video that went up yesterday is hilarious because a lot of fun stuff happens with the next one as well. But we had a very, very good time with this video. And of course, if you are a Vainglorious supporter, you could have already seen that video. There goes Finn and Commander tumbling down. And you become a supporter either by being a YouTube channel member, make a monthly pledge on Patreon, or by being a Twitch subscriber. All three of those gain you access to the Vainglorious supporters role on Discord, where I post the link to the behind-the-scenes version of this video every week. We are down 2 minutes, 32 seconds. The helicopter that Rocket was using for kill list exploded with perfect timing. And we are back at the top of Mount Chiliad, ready for our damage descent. I think I heard Sven's little car in the background there. Yeah, it's that little Revy engine. I can just hear it behind me. You can still hear it. It's loud. But, yeah, nothing really special happens during this damage descent, I don't think. I could be wrong. But the one that's coming, I know you're thinking, what, an anti-aircraft trailer? How boring. No, trust me. Trust me, it's good. It's very, very good. Oh, ow. There we go. There goes the hood. So I guess something does happen. I lost a hood. Maybe some other body parts come off. I don't really remember because I recorded this over a month ago. And it's just now going live. I have a lot of Will and Offroads already recorded. Oh, ow. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go vote for the Will and Offroad vehicles that you want to see, because they will get featured. And we've had some pretty contentious voting. Ow. Lately. Come on, Sven. Last week you blew up a motorcycle. This week you won't let me get in the tunnel. Yeah, some pretty contentious voting with a lot of really big numbers. So get ready. Over the next few weeks, you're going to hear some pretty big numbers for the voting. So yeah, 50 for the GTX, that's nothing. It's like 10 times lower than what some of the least popular ones from upcoming videos get. But it does handle the bumpy muddy bits quite nice. Does have a little bit of engine damage. I don't remember if I actually remembered to note that in the end, but I did hear a tiny little rattle. Everybody else beat me down, but I'm down 1 minute 46, almost 47 seconds. We'll take a look at the damage. We have most of the windows of the hood gone. Doors won't close, body damage, and bent wheels. And I'm pretty sure I heard a bit of an engine rattle. But we will take a look now at our support vehicles that accompany this down, see how they fared, and not so nice, actually. Everybody took a pretty big beating. But that brings us to our next vehicle, the Vom Feuer anti-aircraft trailer, and it is being towed by the Vapid Saddler that it spawns with, which is a fully upgraded Vapid Saddler. So Commander Hobo doing the honors of driving for me, one of the few Will It Off-roads that I don't actually do the driving in. It was kind of nice to just get to sit here and fire a gun for a while. But this received 134 votes, making it the most voted for vehicle for the week that we were recording, at least. The only challenge was to keep the camera pointing somewhat straight, because, you know, it's just the way turreted vehicles work in the game. The camera will rotate freely of the direction the vehicle's headed. Yeah, seriously, special thank you to Commander Hobo for being willing to drive. He got a quick introduction on where to line up the vehicles and how many times to rev the engine and all of that good stuff. And of course, we all had a huge laugh at just how much wheel spin the thing had off the line trying to pull the weight of this trailer. And that gun, I swear, that gun just sounds intimidating. I know you can get missiles for this and everything, but why would you? That gun, oh, so good. I think we just took out a hiker. Not sure. Can't really see, honestly. It's kind of hard to see in front of the truck. And the climb is not without its issues. I mean, hats off to Commander. You should see some of the stuff he's about to pull off. Some really good trailer in here. I don't know how easy it is to disconnect the anti-aircraft trailer, but I'm guessing it's connected fairly well because we struggled a bit getting up this bit. So we're trying to figure out how we're going to get down. And by we, I mean I'm going to fire the gun like an idiot while Commander sorts out the hard stuff. But he managed to keep it connected. Now we're turned around and we're like, okay, well, now what? So he's kind of assessing the situation, deciding what to do, makes his decision, and watch this. I can't believe this works without disconnecting the trailer. But again, just some absolutely impeccable driving from Commander Hobo. Just gets it done. Look at that. And I go back to just firing the gun like a moron. Because why wouldn't I? It's fun. And you can hear the turbo on the Saddler. Like I said, it is a fully upgraded Saddler that spawns in when you get the anti-aircraft trailer. You just can't keep it. You can't drive it into your garage. It counts as somebody else's vehicle. But Saddlers spawn enough in traffic that if you want your own, well, you can get one pretty easy. You can even get them with the lights like this one has, which I like the Saddler. I think it's a great truck. I've always had one in GTA Online. Matter of fact, I have the one on PC that I had way back in my Xbox 360 days. Same truck. So when I transferred over as a returning player, that truck has been with me. Never got rid of it. Never will. I love it. Definitely taken a while to get up to the top of the mountain, though. I mean, it is pulling a very heavy trailer behind it. And the Saddler didn't get, when I did it solo, I think this has been done solo, but the Saddler doesn't get up the mountain exceptionally quick anyway. It's not a fast truck, though it is in the utilities class. We really need a trucks class in this game desperately, but it'll never happen. Maybe in GTA 6. GTA 4 had much better car classifications, so maybe they'll get it right with 6. Then again, who knows? If they're just worried about shark cards, it doesn't matter. We'll put everything in sports, even if it's a sedan or a coupe, and neglect those two classes forever. Anyways, not going to be bitter, not going to be angry. Bit of an issue climbing up the side. I thought at this point we were done. I thought we were going to go down the mountain, but nope. Once again, Commander pulls it out. I don't know how he did this. I genuinely don't know how he managed to do this. But he did it, and it worked. And he knows that he needs to get some distance to get some speed to climb that. So he goes back past it, and then we back up. And he's just kind of shoving the trailer where he wants it to go at this point. Had to pull forward a little bit more because it wasn't going. But then backing up. Backing up. And then once he feels like he's got enough space, guns it. And finally, we're making that last climb. It's digging in. It is climbing. And we are finally to the top of Mount Chiliad. 4 minutes, 49 seconds. So will the anti-aircraft trailer off-road? I mean, yeah, it can't do it on its own, obviously. It does need its Saddler to help it. But it does get up there, and that's, of course, my buddy Rocket firing the gun for me. And now he's falling off the side of the hill in his Insurgent. So, yeah. So, by the way, that makes this second of only 6 military vehicles that we've tested. 4 military vehicles, no, 3 military vehicles DNF'd. So, that it managed to do anything at all. But it does make it like 194th overall out of land vehicles, and that's out of 236. Nothing special in time. But it was a lot of fun to do. The controlled descent, I don't think anything really special happens. It's the damage descent where things get kind of nuts, and we had the most fun with it. On the climb up, I was just thoroughly impressed by Commander's driving. I mean, I cannot say enough about how impressive it really was. And you guys should definitely leave him a comment down below, letting him know how well he did towing this thing up the mountain. I didn't think it would make it at all. I figured the trailer would become disconnected, and that would be that. Because if a trailer gets disconnected, it's a DNF. I mean, it just kind of is. And then getting rear-ended by Rocket because couldn't quite make the turn, but we got around. But this was just a nice casual thing. This is only the third time in Will It Off-Road that I was not the driver. First time was in a boat. That's right, we tested a boat in Will It Off-Road. If you didn't see that one, just kind of search for it on the channel. The second time I tried to take Spin out and missed. The second time was, of course, for the April Fool's Will It Off-Road on foot that many of you fell for. Thought about shooting Rocket, but meh. And then, of course, this is the third time where I'm just sitting here in a trailer while Commander does all the hard work. As it should be. I can't even get over how, like, we went over a jump back there. Did you notice? I didn't notice. It's just, this trailer just doesn't really react the way you would expect it to. It just acts as one piece with the truck. Though it doesn't stay that way. Again, keep your eye out for the damage descent. It gets good. It gets really good. Into the tree of mini crashes. I mean, Commander hasn't had as much practice as I have going down the mountain. At this point, he's usually tumbling right here in front of us. Did manage to get myself a bit of a wanted level, which made for interesting times, considering there's cops right at the end where we're going to be, and I've got to get about 5 seconds of footage to do the scene transition. So that makes for a fun time. So I figured, I got a wanted level, may as well just make it worse and start shooting at things. And yeah, getting shot by the cops and the rednecks. But we're back to the top about Chiliad, where we're going to drive off the side with a trailer, which went really weird. But here we go. And what I noticed is it's easy to fall out of the trailer. And then once you fall out of the trailer, it's real easy to die because, one, Commander runs you over with your own anti-aircraft trailer. And two, you're down a very steep ledge where you have no hope of even getting down. Yeah, committed suicide, but keep a look there. Commander Hobo died. I don't know if you managed to hear the explosion. The Sadler got ran over by Schwinn's tank thingy. I forget what it's called. I'm sure you will rage at me in the comments, full of re. I couldn't remember. Scarab? Is it Scarab? I think it's a Scarab. But he ran it over with a Scarab. I think that's what blew it up, was getting hit by that thing. But what was great is right about here, you can see that it's now, my trailer is fine. And it's right behind an insurgent. It kept sliding down the mountain, and all these people in front of me are witnesses to it. I didn't see it myself. It connected to Rocket's Insurgent Pickup Custom all on its own. It just slid down, smacked into the back, and connected to the trailer hitch. So, even though the original tow vehicle is dead, we can keep going, but not for very long before I fall out again and then just get run over by it all again. So now we're leaving the final third of the run to Rocket, but Spin threw the Sadler at me. Then I got stuck onto the Insurgent, and yeah. So Rocket decided to go ahead and pull forward to pick up Commander, because Commander still needs a ride. And I don't know what happened to him. I think he lagged out or something. But so Commander's going to get on the turret of the Insurgent. I'm going to try to get back into the anti-aircraft trailer. But there's still a blown-up Sadler trying to kill me. So who knows how this will go. But back in again. For how long? Who knows. Probably not very long. Yep, there I go. I'm out again. Ow. Yep. Underneath the Insurgent and the trailer. And I turn around because I thought they were in front of me. I thought that was them that passed me instead of Schwinn. And yeah, that's a pretty steep hill with a really big truck aiming right at me. Trying to do the aim uphill thing, not quite working. And down I go. Oh, this was so much fun to make. It was hilarious. It really was. And of course now I've been run over by Rocket and got hit by my trailer again. And physics get a little weird here. I go under the trailer and through it to get back on. I don't even know. I don't even know. think Commander's trying to shoot Schvinn at this point, and we're out again. I genuinely didn't know it was this easy to fall off this trailer. I figured if it was real easy, I would have fallen off sometime during the ascent or the descent as well, but nope. But once you get pretty much horizontal to the ground, you come out of that seat, which is unfortunate because it happens many times. Good job, Rocket. You won the event with a score of 1. Overachiever right there. So 3.5 minutes in, I can finally start shooting the gun again because I'm upright and not aimed at someone who's towing me. It won't let you shoot the vehicle that's towing you. It just won't. We do manage to fit through the first tunnel, but just. Commander ducked in at the last second to not have his head taken off, which is good because Rocket's Insurgent lost the hatch. Managed to make it through the next tunnel. And of course, since Insurgent's pulling us, we're doing fine in the lumpy money bits. But the Insurgent's turret can't fit through the third tunnel. Not that Rocket doesn't try a few times. Because, you know, if it doesn't fit the first time, trying to ram it through 2 more will clearly work. So we go instead up and around just to go back down into the last little bit of the ravine, where we will then jump out by the wood pile and finally be done with this thing, even though it has been an absolute blast to test the anti-aircraft trailer. We are down 4 minutes 39 seconds. Let's take a look at the damage. All its lights are gone. The gunner died twice. The tow vehicle exploded, and the tow driver died twice. And that is going to do it for this week's Will It Off-Road. Don't forget to go vote for the vehicles that you want to see featured in upcoming Will It Off-Road videos. And don't forget to play along with Will It Off-Road Bingo, link in the description down below. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.